Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Freldran and I am back in No Man's Skies for Expedition 19 Phase 4. Sorry I didn't have another video yet. Had a bit of a bug with my game. It turns out it was something to do with my controller, or a bug that can happen with controllers where I couldn't really interact with anything. Instead of having the X there to interact, it was like a yellow triangle, like a little warning sign. And I couldn't figure it out for the longest time, and it ended up getting late, so I ended up not recording. I was going to record yesterday, but then I figured out eventually that it was something to do with the way Steam is with controllers, and like sometimes you got to reset stuff. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I'm back now, so let's see here. Last time expedition was phase 3. We gone to the station. We went and we upgraded our maneuverability on our Corvette. Asteroids. Discovered some fauna. We obtained a Sentinel class multi-tool. Took out 8 corrupt Sentinels, and we flew 100,000 units by Corvette. So that wasn't too long. Some of these I already had done already, because they're like things that automatically happen while you're playing. Again, with this one also, I got a couple. This is phase 4. We'll go over those when we get to them. But first, we're here for this. Just like all the previous ones, we have to go to a station. I'm already at that station, but in order to get there, all you have to do really is, go to your galaxy map, and it will plot your route towards that, and just go there. I don't know if I was explaining that in the last ones or not, so go ahead and do that this time. But yeah, we have to go to the station, imprint ourselves, and we'll get on to the next ones. All right, we're on the station. Again, just go up here and talk to the station itself. It's all the same thing it says every time. Imprint. There we go. That is done. Collect our rewards for that. We get Corvette shielding module pack and Starship inventory slots. So let's go ahead and put the inventory slots in. Put it here. I did upgrade my Starship. That way I can get more inventory slots in. It comes in handy later on. All right, so we got some shields and stuff. Actually, let's go ahead and look at the shields themselves. Where would they put? Right there. There's different types of shields, and you can only put 3 total shields on your ship. And I think these ones are usually the best ones, at least from my experience. These ones, I think they have a little bit less capacity. I think they're like tiered systems, but there's no like, color difference in the background. I think that's something that should be a thing, indicating that it's a better quality. Maybe they'll do that in the future. I don't know. But yeah, let's look at our next thing, which again I accidentally completed, which is install Field Corvette modules. I had some modules, I put them on there. I forgot it was part of the thing, so that's all these things will get done ahead of time when you're playing anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go ahead and collect the rewards for this. We get Corvette weapon module pack and Starship inventory slots. All right, so we got phaser, beam array, and torpedo launcher. I probably won't be using either of those, but let's go ahead and equip our inventory slots here. All right, on to the next one. Increase Corvette modules to increase damage potential. I'm 1 out of 3. This is so like any weapon basically, that I put on there increases it. All right, so I gotta put more weapons on here. Do I have any save that I want to put on? I don't remember. I did grab a whole bunch more stuff. No, I don't. So I have to put one of these on. Or actually, both those on. I won't be using them, but they'll be on there. You can modify. As you can see right here, I have a turret. I have right here. I'm using. Actually, I wonder. Let's go ahead and I could probably buy ones for that. Let's go into purchase modules, basic modules. Yeah, right here. This is what I'm using right now. I prefer it over the other weapons. All of the weapons that you can equip on here. So let's go ahead and buy what, 2 of these.
Product received.
And go ahead and put that on my ship. Now, I don't really have a lot of places I can put them on. I can put them on the sides, the bottom. I can kind of tuck them in here. I don't want them visually seen that much. I could put them on the sides of this. That'll work for me. There we go. That should be 3. It should pop our milestone here in a second. There we go. And let's collect that. All right, so from this we get Walker Brain and Starship inventory slot times 1. All right, put our inventory slot in. Conflict scanner, I believe that's our next thing it wants us to do. Let's see here. Oh, maybe not. This one, conflict scanner, was one of these. Okay, our next one we have to write on another player's Corvette for 10,000 units. How am I at 1.4? I don't remember being on anybody else's ship. 1.140 unit. I wonder if maybe when I was inside of my ship and there's another person's ship, and when they took off, it technically counted as me being their ship, even though I was in mine. I don't know. That's kind of weird. But we can go ahead and do that one. Let's see. There's a ship here. A really big one. All right, let's hope that they don't mind us being in their ship. Let me go ahead and make sure I have it as my active. There we go. They got a lot of plants. Obviously I can't take their plants. See? Oh, wait. Yep. Wait a minute. What? Okay, that is definitely a glitch. I should not be able to take their plants. I don't know what happened there. That was a bit weird. It grew back though. I don't understand that. Does it grow back again? Okay, that was weird. I don't know why it's letting me take their thing. Whose ship is this? Tell me what the name of the person who owns the ship. What do I gotta look at? I guess it doesn't tell me who owns the ship. Hopefully they don't mind. Yeah, let's hide. No real place to hide. Just kind of sitting here. Maybe they won't notice us. Maybe they'll think we're in our own ship, overlaid with their ship. Let's go ahead and can you sit down? I can't remember. Is there a remote for sit down? Yeah, right there. All right, we're sitting down over here. I'm not really seeing their name pop up anywhere. Oh, wait. Oh, nope, they're on a ship. That person, he's probably on a planet. Or wait, no. 7... might be... It's pretty far away for him to be in the station. Oh, looks like the person's in the ship. Maybe. Alright. Is he taking off? Did he come back? Or did he leave? Where is he? Well, he was here. Unless he's thinking, oh, I could get in somebody else's ship, but he's on mine. Maybe he has to do the same thing. Yeah, let's hope somebody comes around. Maybe this wasn't his ship. Maybe that person was looking to see if anybody was in here. Looking for a ride themselves, maybe. I'm still sitting here. I think the person's over in somebody else's ship over there. You see mine right there. I think there's another ship over in front of mine. I think there might be 2 people in there. I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, that gamer, he's definitely inside the station. That's close enough. But I can't tell if iCloud is in the station. That seems pretty far away to be in the station. Well, I guess these landing pads for these are pretty long. They go pretty... There's 4 of them, so maybe he is in the station. Far away is my ship. Oh, he's the... Gamer is in my ship, I think, or on it. Yikes. Let's go ahead and go see what he's up to. He might need the same thing I need. Also shows somebody right there. All right, I think he needs a ride. All right, let's go ahead and give him a ride. Now, I don't know how far to go. Like how long. So I'll just hit impulse engines, go for a bit. Let's see here. We've gotten quite a few units. How many units was it that we had to go? Was it 100,000? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've passed that by now. Oh, something just happened. Don't know what that was. Weird, bit of a weird bug. Go back to the space station. Oh, it's 10,000 units, so I think I've traveled more than enough for him. We'll go ahead and bring him back. Let's, thumbs up. You got enough miles? Or units? See anything on the site there? I think they're good. All right, thumbs up. All right, cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get on one of their ships. Oh, looks like we're going. Sounded like he was getting into this thing. There we go. And we are off. See if we can get the thing to pop up. All right, going pretty fast here. Should pop here in a second. Hopefully. Got a few thousand units to go. All right. right, there we go. Give him a thumbs up, if I can remember in Motar. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. Probably bring me back to the station. Or wherever. Doesn't really matter. Oh, we're jumping? Okay. That works for me. While we're jumping... Oh, actually, I can't do anything right now. I was going to collect my reward. But I gotta wait. There we go. All right. We're in the next area. Let me collect my reward for this. We get assorted cake, or assortment of cake, and 500 quicksilver. Most of this cake is kind of useless. Extra sprint and hazard protection, but jetpack use it doesn't last very long. A little bit of health. So, oh, he's fighting something. Oh, one of the big ships, I think. I think that's the dreadnought he's fighting. Maybe. Those look like missiles. Yep, those are missiles. We'll see the dreadnought. Yeah, this is one of the ones where you can take the dreadnought out completely, or you can disable it and take it as your own. Not really seeing much of anything else. All right, let's go ahead and just actually, I think the next one, fall from a Corvette. I could probably do from here, maybe. Actually, I'll need to get my Corvette. So let's go ahead and open the back. Let's go jump out, summon mine. Go ahead towards this planet, and we will jump. Actually, it looks like a small planet. We need like a good sized planet for this, but this might be fine. All right, so we're in the atmosphere of this planet. Let me get out of my seat. And again, the objective here is to dive out of my Corvette and I believe, was it 60 seconds? Yeah. And the fall thing, it requires you to like actually have a fall animation, a skydiving animation. You have to do it over a planet. So hopefully I can get into the atmosphere here and actually get into the proper animation. Probably could have gotten a little bit closer, but this is fine. Still not getting the animation. I guess I was pretty far up. We boost a little bit. All right, we're getting a weird animation. We should be not in that. We should be in skydiving animation. But we are getting the dive up. So hopefully we get that before hitting the ground. Hopefully. The atmosphere, I guess, is pretty high up. So we're over halfway. Okay, almost there. Getting really close. A little under 10 left. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, I got it. All right. The first time I did this on my first try, I was in a much taller atmosphere, so I was not that close to the ground when I got it. So yeah, let's go ahead and collect that reward. We get rocket boots plans and some collection of decals. All right, so we equip that. We got like a whole bunch of numbers and stuff for decals. Let's see here. Go to here and equip. I got that. I believe I have wiring or rocket boot parts, these wiring things on my ship. So let's go ahead and call that in. There's a couple shapes, like, yeah, I guess for those stickers or wherever they're supposed to be. All right. Do I have? Yes, I do. All right, let's go ahead and equip those. There we go. Now I got the boost. So when I double tap, I'm shutting forward. Those are always good to have, because otherwise you're just kind of flying like this, trying to go forward. But with this, double tapping A, you boost forward quite a bit, so that's good. Nice, I got that for free. Well, I got the plans for free, but I still had to use my own stuff. That's fine. All right, next one, visit a pirate station. I'm gonna have to go to another pirate station anyways for the rest of this, or at least for this part. So I'm gonna go ahead and find one by a little bit of glitch there. By going to galaxy map, and hopefully I'll find one that's close by. If not, I can go to the one I've already found. All right, so I found one. I didn't have to go back to the one I originally found, so it just took me a little bit of looking around. Once I get there, I'll probably end up going to battle. Usually you do when you go into one of these stations or one of these systems, so I'll probably end up doing that. Let's go. And warp.
Hostile ships approaching.
All right, yep. As I suspected, I would be fighting one of these. Let's go into first-person mode. A lot easier to fight this. You can destroy this if you want, or you can actually take out its engines and then take out its weapons, and you can take it over for free. It'll be yours.
Enemy missile inbound.
They'll be fighting another ship while you're doing this, but that's fine. Occasionally have them attack you, but shouldn't be too bad.
Pirate engines neutralized.
All right, engines are down. Go up. Now you gotta be in the shields to do this, otherwise it didn't do anything. All right, there's two weapons right here. They can't hit them because I'm outside the shield, but now I'm in. Oh wait, nope, a little bit further. There we go. There's first one. There's that one. There's a couple more. Take them out. As long as you take this ship out or neutralize it, it doesn't matter what the other ship like. If it survives, it doesn't matter. You don't even get the option to take that ship too. Almost there. There we go. They surrendered.
Hostile ships defeated.
Yep. Let's go ahead and, I guess, claim this.
Units received.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of money for this too. Plus, you can get a lot of new, decent, little ships for your ship. See if any of them are good. There's only a C. Let's go ahead and look for a better one. There we go. Here's a B. Does have a minus on industrial, but that's not bad. I do want a tough ship to help out my other ships, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Didn't see any other ones, so I'm gonna go ahead and land One of the things about these ones, it's nice because they're free. You don't have to pay anything for them to trade. Lots of solar ships in here. Oh, and they did fix this. This is nice. This used to be a wall here. You had to go around. So it's nice that they fixed this. Ready to surrender your ship? And it's only a C. I think the one I got's a C. Yeah. Difference. Not really much. But I'd rather have a much better one, so I'm going to go ahead and actually just demand tribute instead. Even though I can get this ship for free. Doesn't cost me a thing.
Units received.
There you go. 6 million, almost 7 million units. All right, let's go ahead and go back to our ship. And since I'm now in a pirate system, I can go ahead and check off this one. So we get emergency warp unit plans and starship inventory slots. We get one of them. So let's go ahead and equip that here. Go ahead and start building this. I'll have to grab some stuff to build it, but that's fine. Actually, I think most of this I should have on my ship. Let's go ahead and get on my ship and do that. Do believe I have gold in here somewhere. Yep, got plenty of gold. And I might be able to craft the warp cell. Yep. Or fuel cell. Oh wait, that's the wrong one, wasn't it? I need the regular warp cell. Antimatter housing. And that. There we go. There we are. Go ahead and add those. There we go, that's added. Yeah, now we have to go to the station itself, and it wants us to smuggle stuff. We have to make 160,000 units off of one trip. It's pretty easy usually. Let's go to the station. Now, one of the nice things is they actually added it so you can actually land in here now. Used to you had to sit outside, and then use the little red button next to your door to get in here into these pirate stations. But now you can actually land in here, and they made it so you can craft and stuff, but you can't teleport over to the area, so you gotta run over there. But thankfully, we got this boost. Get us over there a little bit quicker. A little bit of running. All right, we gotta go over this guy right here. On the right side of the area. Next to the big boss dude up there. You should have some stuff for us to sell. Really cheap, so I'm just gonna grab everything.
Product received. Product received.
This is also a good place to make a lot of nanites. I've gotten quite a bit from one of these places. Basically just buy suspicious packets, and you get the there's like a space version and a ground version. Basically it'll give you like these band upgrades and stuff, and then you just take the ones you don't want to keep and bring over to this guy and sell them, and he'll give you tons of nanites for them. So I go back to my ship, and then I'll go to another system and sell all the goods. All right, I am at a non-pirate station. It's just like right next door to where I was. So there's more of these stations than there are pirate stations. So I shouldn't have a hard time finding one of these. Let's go ahead and dock and sell the goods. All right, I'm over at the trade terminal. It's easy as just selling it. If I can find it, there we go. And that alone made me finish right there. That was more than enough, I believe.
Units received. Units received.
I think it was all of it, wasn't it? Yep. There we go. That should pop in a second. There we go. And you just do that over and over again if you want. Make some money that way. Probably not the fastest way to make money, but it's decent. All right, for this we get unearthed treasures times 3 and aquatic treasures times 3 and inventory slot times 5. All right, let's go ahead and equip the inventory slots. Yeah, I'll put them down here. There we go. Now these treasures, you just sell these. I mean, there's no point in them. I mean, I think you can trade them at certain ground stations for a chance to get better ones that are worth more, but I just sell them when I find them. As you see, this one, you know, 500,000.
Units received.
You know, there's 3 of these. They're worth about 500,000.
Units received.
And that's it. So about 1 million from that. Yeah, let's see. Let's go to the next one. We have to use execute an emergency warp, which is the system that we solved. We got from going to a pirate occupied area. And all we have to do is just get on our ship and call the emergency warp. Don't have to be in battle or anything. I mean, it is designed for if you're in battle, you want to get away. But you can do it while you're not in battle. Go down here. Instead of going here, you just go all the way to this area. And then emergency warp. Oh, I'm in a battle again.
Hostile ships approaching.
I just find these little small ships. These corvettes are pretty tough. They can do a lot of damage and take a lot of damage. All right, I got my execute emergency warp done. First, let's go over this though. All right, so we get Corvette hull module packs for doing this for the emergency warp. And again, sell it or keep it. Up to you. These aren't really necessary. Yeah. And I guess all we have left to do now is collect our final reward for it. This we get the Deadeye Cannon plans, and I think we get an actual Deadeye Cannon right away to put on this ship. Which I'll go ahead and do that here in a minute. All right, so you can see I have this one in my inventory. You only ever actually, I think, get one in your inventory. The rest you have to craft, which makes it different from the rest of the modules and stuff. I don't know why it's that way, but yeah, it's fine with me. Let's go ahead and actually equip it. This is strong, but you have to be up close with it. It's definitely one of those weapons that you want to be next to your target. It'll be good for the dreadnoughts because you have to get really close and not inside their shields. As you can see, it takes quite a bit to craft them. So I'm just gonna have the one equipped for now, and that should be fine. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, you can see it there on my ship. It's pretty big. Probably won't use it very often, but I'll go ahead and show it off a bit. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and attack the station so I can get some sentinels on myself.
Hostile scan detected.
Wait for them to come in and switch over to the right weapon. Since I'm out of range, there we go. Sentinels are a lot faster than pirates, but it's fine. I mean, as you can see, it does a lot of damage. I don't have any upgrades on it. Does need to overheat pretty quickly, but that's fine. Some of the upgrades can make it not as bad. But yeah, let me go back in here. All right, so yeah, that's basically it for this episode. A couple things were already done by accident, but hopefully I showed you how to do those well enough. Most of it was pretty easy, not very hard, pretty quick to do. Yeah, not a bad one. The cannon itself's not bad, but it, the fact that you can only equip it this way. There are other weapons that you can equip on your ships, but you don't attach a physical thing on there. It's kind of weird. Maybe they'll have those in the future. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. Leave a like, comment down below, all good stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye.